This is the last man on Earth. He leads a luxurious life every day. Millions of famous wines that should be eaten and drunk are poured directly into the swimming pool. He took a bath. While enjoying wine. He wants to live in mansions all over the world. Let him go to the supermarket like this. Although he has the wealth of the world. But the loneliness of a person is unimaginable. His only wish is to have someone of the opposite sex with him. If you were the last person on Earth, how long you can hold? The story takes place in 2021 when the world is invaded by a virus. John is the only human surviving. At this moment, he is driving the bus picked up on the road, looking for survivors like him in various languages. But he traveled all over the world. But I didn't even see a single figure. So he returned to his hometown of Tucson in despair. And it's still on the Midway billboard. Left the words Tucson and alive. John returned home, looking at my dilapidated house. He had a whim. Since he is the only one left on the earth, then why don't you make yourself more comfortable? Then, he drove to the most luxurious villa area nearby. Pry opened the door of the villa directly. At this time, he also completely released the decoration style of his villa. I don't like to hang tens of thousands of famous paintings in the museum directly at home. All kinds of priceless decorations. All belonged to him and changed until he was satisfied. At night, John is lying on the wrong bed. Lonely, he dreamed of talking to God. He told God, "I'm doing very well now. If there is another woman, that would be more perfect." The next day, John went on to start his slutty life. The toilet is out of water. He directly flushed the toilet with mineral water. He came to the supermarket to look for supplies. Supermarket closed. He just shot it. After entering the supermarket. This is like his kitchen. You can splurge here. He walked at the same pace as Lu Nang. Unscrupulously filled a whole car in the supermarket. After returning home. After he opened a bottle of Lafite for 82 years after eating and drinking. He always feels a little lack of entertainment. To kill time, he played bowling. But he didn't think it was exciting. Replace the bowling ball directly with a table lamp. Then I replaced the lamp with a fish tank. But it still didn't achieve the desired effect. Then, he decided to play a big one. Accompanied by the explosion of the car, John screamed excitedly. Can think again. Such a spectacular scene now has no one to share. A trace of loss came to his heart. After returning home, John turns on the TV. Looked at remains of a deserted island. The hero in the movie actually became friends with a volleyball. John laughed and said, "How could there be such a stupid person?" But a year passed in a blink of an eye. He also has a lot of friends now. And these friends are also smiling balls. He also gave each ball a woman's name. Because he yearns for love so much. But his life has become very bad now. The house is in a mess. Trash piles up into mountains. Even the toilet is completely blocked. Result. John directly changed the springboard of the swimming pool into an open-air toilet. So I don't have to flush the toilet anymore. John numbs himself by drinking alcohol every day. Even poured millions of bottles of famous wine into the bathtub. Can take a bath. You can taste the wine. What a cool thing. But even though he did so much, but he still feels lonely. Then, he started complaining to his friends. If a woman appears, he is willing to do everything. But at this moment, what did he think of suddenly? In order to alleviate the mental needs. At night he plucked up the courage to come to the clothing store. The last shot broke the anti-theft glass. Finally he saw the model he admired for a long time. John also expressed affection like a model. When I wanted to take the model home, but accidentally pulled the model's arm down. For a moment, John was pulled back into reality. Since then he has become very decadent. Just someday, he made up his mind to end his life. He wrote his last words on a huge rock wall. Before leaving, he also bid farewell to his friends. At last, he slammed on the accelerator while driving. Rushed to the huge boulder far away at a very fast speed. Just about to hit. Shi Yuhan slammed on the brake. The car also stopped. Turns out he found a blue smoke in the distance. At this time, the hope ignited in John's heart again. He drove over immediately. It's here. He found a small camp. I also saw a series of women's products. She looked very excited after seeing a woman for a long time. I even fainted with excitement. He saw a super punctual beauty in a trance. Just when John fantasizes about the happy life of beautiful women, the beauty in front of me suddenly became a middle-aged aunt. Scared John directly wet his pants. It's like falling from heaven to hell to try. But in order to undertake the mission of human reproduction, In desperation, the only two people left in the world finally came together.